What's going on, YouTube? This your boy PMG back at you with another video. So today we about to discuss Spider-Man No Way Home. Man, this movie was great. Oh man, this movie was great. Spoiler warning, I'm gonna kind of be going over different spoilers in the movie, so I'm warning you now. But yeah, overall, man, this movie was great, man, from start to finish. And basically, this movie basically picked back up from the ending of Far From Home when Mysterio basically exposed Peter Parker as Spider-Man. And basically, you got to deal with the repercussions of everybody knowing Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and the way they do it. I love it because it's kind of like a real life situation. Like somebody found out about this, you're gonna have people that don't like it. You're gonna have some people that gonna be cool with it. You're gonna have that back and forth, and I really enjoyed it. And Tom Holland, my favorite. The actor, my favorite. I enjoy Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, but Tom Holland Spider-Man, he cool. But man, all right. So the one scene that really hit me, kind of in the beginning, was when the cameo of Daredevil showed up. The same actor that played Daredevil on the Netflix show. I was like, whoa, bro. I was like, oh, man, that was crazy. When I saw him, I was like, whoa. Then you have somebody throw a brick in the window, and literally the brick was going to come hit Peter. Daredevil caught it like super fast, and I was like, man, I can't wait. I got a feeling that they probably gonna set up his show, a Daredevil show on Disney Plus. Not too sure if they're gonna use the backstory that was on Netflix or they're gonna create a different story. But we'll find out in the future. Also, a connection with the actor playing Daredevil and Spider-Man No Way Home. Also, they brought back the same actor that played Kingpin. I forgot his real name, but I was like, what? If you watch Hawkeye, if you keep it up with Hawkeye, episode 5 reveals that Kate Bishop's mom is working with Kingpin. It's the same actor that played Kingpin in the Daredevil show on Netflix. I'm like, let's go, bro. I'm like, let's go. But get back to the movie, man. So, basically, Peter's dealing with that. Then he go visit Doctor Strange and tells him basically he want everybody to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And while Doctor Strange is basically doing the spell, Peter end up messing up the spell. He end up interjecting different things, and it pretty much kind of messed up the spell and end up kind of opening the universe to where other characters and stuff can come into our universe. And I just love the way everything was executed. Like when Doc Ock showed up, that was epic. He almost actually killed Spider-Man, but luckily he had that nanotechnology that saved him. But Green Goblin showed up for a quick second. We didn't really see the Lizard too much in action. I'm thinking Doctor Strange had to fight him because once they went back to the whole little dungeon place, Doctor Strange seemed like he was kind of beat up. So we had to deal with that. Then Peter, like, what was so crazy is the fans of Mysterio, didn't like Peter Parker, like Spider-Man. So he threw like some green goo on his suit, so his suit was kind of messed up, like midway through the movie. So what he ended up doing when they went to go after Electro, he ended up turning the suit inside out. That's why we got the black and gold suit. And I was just like, dang, man, it's so many little things that they did that was like, man, this was great. Then you had the situation where Doctor Strange wanted to take them all back to the universe. And Peter being Peter, like, no, I want to save him because I don't want him to go back and die. So he ended up going against Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange was manhandling him. It was kind of like no contest, but Peter ended up using his math skills to get out of one of Doctor Strange's different magical techniques, and that was pretty cool. I was shocked at that, but he got out of that. His best friend ended up getting Doctor Strange's what that thing is. He all of a sudden he started knowing how to utilize a little bit of the magic, and I was kind of like, what, like, So hopefully, it seemed like they're trying to brew something up with his character, but we'll find out. And man, when Andrew Garfield first showed up, it was like everybody moved. It was like, let's go. It was crazy. Then Tobey Maguire showed up. Everybody was clapping and going crazy. The moments between all three Spider-Man was epic, man. Like the different conversations, the fact that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man actually, the way with his abilities, he actually creates the webs. Andrew and Tom, they actually have to manufacture their webs to use. I love how they did that. Then I love the scene where they actually wanted to cure each villain, and they actually worked together to come up with cures and ideas to try to do that. That was epic. Green Goblin. Man, Green Goblin was no joke in this movie. Like, he was hardcore in the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, but in here he was even worse. Like, man, he was beating Spider-Man up, man. Like, I swear, at one point I think he literally like picked Spider-Man up and suplexed him. I was like, God, he was, man, it was crazy. But overall, it just had some really great moments. Small little nitpicks like Andrew Garfield, in his version of Spider-Man, he couldn't save Gwen like he wanted to. So in this one, MJ failed. Tom Holland tried to hurry up and go save her. I'm like, okay. Out of nowhere, as he's trying to dive to save her, Green Goblin came and scooped him with the little hoverboard, and Andrew Spider-Man was able to save her. And after he had her in his arms, he kind of started crying because it kind of brought him back to when he wasn't able to save Gwen. So that was an epic moment. Also, the moment with him, Peter Parker, Tom Holland, and Aunt May, when she was like, with great power comes with great responsibility. That's basically a nod back to Tobey Maguire when Uncle Ben said, and it hit so many different notes in this movie, plus some beats that went on in the other two movies. It was just like, man. Then what else? What else? Oh, another favorite moment that I love was when Green Goblin and Tobey Maguire fought again. They fought twice. The second time, man, Spider-Man was throwing some haymakers at him. I'm talking about he was boo, boo, boo. I was like, boy, I'm talking about it jump was raw. And he actually was trying to kill him, but I love that scene where he was finna actually take the hovercraft, whatever that thing is, and actually like stab Green Goblin, but Tobey Maguire intervened and stopped him. And man, it's so many great moments in this movie. I was just like, man, they actually did it. I was like, they did it. And they have so many different Easter eggs and nods to callbacks and stuff. Y'all have to see this in theaters. Please don't bootleg it or wait till it comes. Man, go to the theaters and watch it. It's a great experience. If you're a big fan of Spider-Man, especially Tom Holland's, Andrew Garfield's, and Tobey's, if you're a fan of all three of them, go see it. Go see it. They really killed it. And they had 2 end credit scenes. The first end credit scene was with Tom Hardy's Venom. If you didn't know, at the end of Venom 2, they had an end credit scene where Venom ended up rolling over into the MCU, mainly because of the spell that Doctor Strange did in this movie. So at the end of this movie, they was at a bar. They was talking about different stuff. I guess the bartender told him about the Avengers and all that stuff. And right before he goes back to his universe, a piece of the symbiote ends up staying in the MCU. So I'm guessing they might do something where we might have a Venom in the MCU plus a Venom in the Sony universe. So that was cool. Then the second end credit scene was basically a trailer to Doctor Strange, multiple universe. What it? Blah, blah, blah. But basically the second Doctor Strange movie, and that looks good. So it looks like the situation with that happened in this movie is kind of gonna dwell over into this movie, plus the events that happened in WandaVision is gonna dwell over into here too. So it's gonna be a combination of things, and I'm excited about that movie. But overall, man, I'm giving Spider-Man No Way Home a 10 out of 10. This was epic. Of course, everybody always say it ain't a perfect movie. It really ain't no movie perfect. Like, you can always find nitpicks and issues here and there, but overall, 10 out of 10. They killed it. For them to have all three Spider-Man and this many villains in it to be good, really, really good, they killed it. So, don't play around. Go to the theaters and check it out. And that's all I got for this one. Scene where they finally shut Electro down. He makes a comment saying that, once Andrew Garfield revealed his face to him, he was like, "Oh man, I thought you was gonna be black." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some black Spider-Man out there somewhere." So basically hidden to Miles Morales, and I'm hoping we'll get him eventually. We'll see how things go. And they said, I think they're trying to actually make another trilogy with Tom Holland as Spider-Man, which I'm excited about. But we'll see. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. Y'all stay tuned. Got some more videos coming out. And I'm out. Peace.